weekend was a little bit slower than the last few. Definitely slower than last week. Last week we had over 100 orders going out. Today we only have 22, I think it is. But I also shipped out all my orders on Friday and a Saturday. I usually don't do that, so that took that number down a little bit. But I'm not feeling that well today. I got a sore throat, headache, stuffy nose. So I'm going to try to get through this as quick as possible. And then I have to go edit a YouTube video right after this. That's what I'll be doing today. And then doing some listings. I did a whole mess of listings last night. I probably listed 60 items last night, and then we're probably going to do like another 50-ish today because we really didn't list anything last week. We kind of took a break from Wednesday through Sunday, so we're going to get a lot listed today. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Missy. Good morning, SDS. Kit Kat, what's up? Welcome in, everybody. Lots of bread and butter this weekend. No like super crazy sales. I did have one item I listed last night that sold almost immediately, so that was pretty cool. And it was a good high dollar sale, but the rest was all like pretty much bread and butter. So I know Titans lost. Bring it on. Titans lost. We should have won that game. I can't believe we were up 17-0. We didn't score another point the rest of that game. We had such a good defense. Our offense just kept giving them the ball back. Just like, here you go. Here's the ball. Here's the ball. So, yeah, typical Titans loss right there. All right, let's get started. We're going to ship out some Mercari orders first. Mercari was all bread and butter. I'm probably going to go through these pretty quick, so just pay attention as I'm going through them. First item that sold is a Ralph Lauren shirt. This one right here, it's just a Ralph Lauren Yarmouth shirt. I picked this up in a bulk buy for $8. This one sold for $18.50, so not a huge profit, little $10 profit. That's typically what I look to get out of these little shirts. So $10 profit, nothing too crazy. All Mercari sales were pretty much $10 profits this weekend. So thank you for your kindness. I got this weekend. You do have a heart. What kindness? Oh, the shirt that I sent you. Yeah, I shouldn't have sent it to you now. Tighten up. Yeah. What is Jags? What are the Jags? Jags saying? Man, the Jags. You should have won that game too. We're all in the same boat. We're all in the same division. We all suck. So, next up, another Ralph Lauren shirt. Just a simple purple Ralph Lauren shirt. Picked this up for $8. This one only sold for $14. I believe this had a small flaw in it, so we listed a little bit lower. It still sold. This is an older label too, and I got this one in a bulk buy. I probably should have passed on it because it's like just too basic of a Ralph Lauren shirt. But it sold. Took a little bit to sell too. Trying to move out all my older stale listings, so pretty much anytime I get a decent offer on these, I'm accepting them just to get them moved out the door. Hopefully you guys all had a great weekend. Feel free to drop your sales in the chat. If you had anything crazy that sold, let me know. I'll shout you out as I'm shipping out my orders. Next up, we got a Vineyard Vines. This is a men's 2XL Vineyard Vines whale shirt. We just listed this. Typically with these, I'm picking up ones with bright patterns like this. Knowing that I'm only going to make about a $10 profit because Vineyard Vines kind of took a hit. 2 years ago, this would have been like a $30 to $35 shirt. Now it's more like a $20 shirt. So I paid $8 for this, listed it last week. It sold for $19.50. Took a best offer on that on Mercari. So nice little quick sale. Sold a CD with one song on it for $49 plus shipping. That's insane. CD with one song on it, people are paying $49 for. That's crazy. That is crazy. I hope I'm not sick all week. I hate getting sick. That's what happens when you have kids, though. They just bring home the sicknesses. What's up, Donna? Welcome in. All right, that one's shipped. And last Mercari sale, another little bread and butter. This is a Untuckit shirt. Paid $8 for this, and this one sold for 18 buckaroos. So another little $10 profit. Remember, Mercari doesn't have any fees. And on all my Mercari listings, buyer pays shipping. So basically, whatever I paid for it, or whatever it sold for minus whatever I paid for it, is what I make on the item. So, our best sale was a Made in USA Carhartt Realtree camo jacket, bought for $6.99 and sold for $149.99. Let's go. Nice sale, Sue. Carhartt. I haven't found any Carhartt Realtree jackets ever. That's a first for me. I spent 2 weeks in bed. COVID, haven't listened to anything in 2 weeks. Yeah, I'm hoping that's not what it is. I don't think it is because I don't feel that sick. I started feeling it come on yesterday. I took a NyQuil last night and knocked myself out. And I woke up this morning. I just have a sore throat. So I think it's just the nasal drip that I had all night long in the back of my throat. All right, let's ship out some Depop sales. I'm going to do one Depop sale. The other one I forgot to grab a box for. I realized that right before I started live. This is a men's Ralph Lauren. It's just a brown plaid shirt. Picked this up for $6.96. This one actually sold full price, $23 over on Depop. Really good sale on that one. So Depop only has the transaction fee for the seller. So I guarantee the transaction fee on that one was like $1. So I made about a $15 profit on that. Not too bad for a Ralph Lauren, basic Ralph Lauren plaid shirt. Lots of these fall Ralph Lauren plaid shirts are selling right now, the fall colorways. So definitely be on the lookout for those when you're out there sourcing. If you can get them cheap enough, pick them up because they sell pretty well. Because it's almost that time of year where the fall colors will start happening. That's probably why that Carhartt camo jacket sold, because it's that time of year. The other Depop sale I had that I can't ship because I forgot to grab a box are these Allen Edmond shoes. These kind of look like footballs. If you look up close, you can see there's like a football texture all the way through. That's probably why they sold. Paid $8 for these, and they sold for $50. These are called the Tates. Allen Edmond Tate shoes. But yeah, they have that football texture all the way through to them. I'm assuming that's why they sold, because yesterday was football day. Dexter's Laboratory, $50 in less than 24 hours. Dexter's Lab, isn't that like a cartoon? I remember watching that cartoon when I was little. What's up, Jen? Welcome in. All right, let's ship out some Poshmark sales. We had quite a few Poshmark sales this weekend, which was really good. We typically don't get a ton of Poshmark over the weekend, but we did this weekend. This is a Peter Millar, just a gray plaid blazer. We picked this up for, hang on a second, Peter Millar gray plaid blazer. Picked this up for $8 locally in a bulk buy. I think we just listed this too, if I can remember. I know we listed a bunch of Peter Millar blazers last week, but I think this one was one of them ones that was listed. This one sold for $65 over on Poshmark, so 8 and a 65, really good flip. It's called Pebble Rookie. I think I had Pebble on the listing too. Rookie, shut up, B-Rad. Brad's live just ended. Here I am. Oh, B-Rad's live just ended? Nice. He raided me. That's so sweet of you, B-Rad. Search, I woke up this morning, I feel like crap. So here I am. You can't make fun of the Titans because I feel like crap. It's illegal to do that, actually. Sold a vintage Levi's trucker's coat. $75, paid $6. Let's go. Where do bulk buys come from? Locally. I met a guy in a thrift store. I was literally just thrifting. He saw how much was in my cart. And he came up to me and was like, hey, do you buy and sell? And I was like, yeah, that's what I do. I sell online. He's like, oh, cool. I have a whole room full of stuff that I've been collecting over the years that I've just been buying, and I need a way to sell it. Do you want to come look at it? And I said, sure. I went and bought a whole bunch of stuff from him. I have a whole bunch of stuff still left to sell from him. And now every week he goes out and he knows what I'm looking for. So if he finds anything locally that he thinks I'll pick up, he usually buys it. And then we meet once a week. We meet Tuesday mornings, and I buy from him every single week. This week I think he's going to bring a bunch of ties. I might show you guys the ties that he brought last time because I have a whole bunch of ties to list. But I asked him specifically for more ties because he has really good ones. I found a B-Draddy polo at the bins this morning. Nice. B-Draddy's not selling for what it used to, but it's still like a $20 sale all day, every day. I've been sick all weekend. I have been sick all weekend. I started feeling it coming on during the Whatnot show, and then yesterday it really came on. So, do you use keywords for all clothes? I do try to put as many keywords as I can in the listing, yes. You really want to. Anything you sell, you want to make sure you put keywords in the listing. If you have any extra characters, just use like a word that will draw that customer in to your listing. I'd always suggest doing that. Next up, Travis Mathew. This is a men's Travis Mathew XL shirt. Picked this up for $13. This is brand new with tags. We bought this at TJ Maxx for $13. This one sold for $40 over on Poshmark Land. What are the top sites you use to sell? For us, it goes in this order: Whatnot, eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Depop. If you're not able to do Whatnot and bring a crowd in, then I would say start with eBay. eBay is where you're going to get most of your sales. There's just more customers on eBay. Always suggest doing eBay first. What if I have a listing on Poshmark and eBay? It sells on eBay. How do I know? How do I let it? So you just delete it off Poshmark, but Sheila, I use Autoposher to take care of that for me. So Autoposher has all my sites linked up to it. I cross-list with Autoposher, and then as soon as an item sells, Autoposher will automatically pull it down off the sites, including multi-quantity listings. So let's say I have 2 of these, the shirts that I just showed you, 2 of the Travis Matthew shirts, a quantity of 2 on every platform except for Mercari, of course, because Mercari you can't have a quantity of 2, you can only have 1 singular listing. Autoposture will know that it's sold and it'll automatically drop it down to 1 for me. So yeah, highly suggest using a product like Autoposture, or you just have to delete it by hand. So as soon as a sale comes in, you have to stop what you're doing, go into Poshmark, delete that listing, or go into eBay and delete that listing. I used to do it by hand back in the day. Now I let Autoposture do it for me. Next up, we got some Todd Snyder. These are Todd Snyder jeans. Picked these up for $12.04. I did pay up for them a little bit at a thrift store, but they sold for 45 bucks over on Poshmark. Good sale right there. Todd Snyder, good brand, good sale. I love picking up Todd Snyder. I actually just listed Todd Snyder piece last night too. Little Todd Snyder shirt. And these are all going into Tyvek envelopes because these are all Poshmark sales. If you don't know, Poshmark gives you a priority mail label to ship all your orders out with. There's nothing else except if you ship items with like batteries or items that can be items that aren't allowed to be shipped through the air. Other than that, you're going to get a priority mail label, and I'm going to ship that out priority, so I'm going to use that free priority mail packaging. Shut up, Tokyo. Tokyo, who's your team? Who's your team, Tokyo? Next up, we got some Link Sole. These actually sold, and I didn't even realize it. Paid $4.28 for these. These only sold for 12 bucks over on Poshmark. I'm just getting rid of these. These have been listed for a while, so I took that offer. $4.28 and a 12. Still made a profit, but I'm not picking up Link Sole shorts anymore. Drink lots of fluids. I am. I got a Monster Energy right by me. Monster Energy. Who's your team, Tokyo? I forget who you said your team was. Isn't it like the Ravens or something? Aren't you a Ravens fan? I think you're a Ravens fan. I can't remember. Everybody drop your favorite NFL teams in the chat so I can make fun of everybody that lost like we lost. And then if you won, I'm not going to acknowledge you. That one shipped. Next up, we got a Lilly Pulitzer. This is a women's Lilly Pulitzer dress. Picked this up at TJ Maxx or Marshall's for $20. This one sold for 70 bucks. Full price sale. Lilly Pulitzer. Nice little sale right there. You're the Ravens? Gotcha. So you got Derrick Henry. You lucky duck. Steelers, Packers, Eagles. Who plays tonight? I forget. Who plays tonight? Washington Commanders. Yeah, I feel sorry for you. Patriots actually pulled out a good victory yesterday. I'm surprised. Vikings, another good team. Vikings killed it yesterday. Eagles, Green Bay, they lost. I know that feeling. Especially when we were up by 1 million. We still lost somehow. Cowboys are looking good too. Cowboys are looking really good. Next up, Beyond Yoga. This is a women's Beyond Yoga sweater. It's like a longer sweater. Picked this up for $4.28. This sold for $22 over on Poshmark. Giants, ouch. Giants were like rioting outside their stadium yesterday. Jets and San Fran. Okay, that should be a really good game too. That the Sunday night game last night. That was a really good game. Went into overtime. It was like a really good back and forth battle. I really like that game. I have some vintage 70s Levi's and other jeans. Where did I find the value? Look up sold comps on eBay. It's the easiest way. Sold comps on eBay. And it might take you a little bit to find the exact ones you're looking for. Because some vintage jeans can be more expensive than others. Like way more expensive than others. So make sure you do your research. Try to find the same tags, same items, and see how many are listed, how many are sold. Sometimes you list a little bit higher. For example, the snow globe that I put in my video yesterday. If you guys remember, I put a sold comp on the video of $50. I didn't list this thing for $50. I actually listed it for $100 because there's none listed and 2 sold, which tells me that this thing is actually really popular. People are looking for it. So I listed mine even higher than sold comp. So we're going to see what kind of offers come in on that one. So the same thing with those those jeans is some of them can be super rare and there's none listed, so you should list a little bit higher. Last Poshmark sale are these men's Piranha hiking pants. Picked these up for $13, which means I probably bought them on Whatnot, off somebody on Whatnot. These were listed for a while. Did I really pay $13 for these? Sold for $19. Maybe I got them for 13 even. I'm trying to think where I got those from. I don't normally pay $13 for those, so they had to have come from Whatnot Show. When you first started out, when did you get into retail online arbitrage? I didn't get into retail arbitrage until like a year into selling. And I do not suggest if you just started to get into retail arbitrage because you're going to make a ton of mistakes in the beginning. And the one thing you don't want to make mistakes on is items that you're paying a lot for. So, yeah. Don't get into retail arbitrage right away. I would wait a year until you're super comfortable and know as many brands as you can know, and then go into retail arbitrage. And then focus on the brands that you've already sold once for pre-owned condition, and then try to find those brand new at tags for less than you sold them pre-owned. And that's like the way you start building up your retail arbitrage inventory. But don't just go out the first like month and go try to do retail arbitrage. You will make so many mistakes. My shirt's gaining no traction on eBay. Should I switch over to auction? No, I don't do auction at all. The shirts that you have listed, you need to look up how many are listed versus how many are sold. Just because you have a good shirt and you think it's a good shirt, if you look it up and there's 100 listed and 2 sold, that means that item's going to sit in your store forever. So you need to make sure you're looking up sell-through rate. And most likely, if your shirts aren't selling, that means you didn't look up sell-through rate when you first bought them. You just bought them, you looked up sold comps, and you were like, oh, I see 3 are selling for $30, so I'm going to go pick that up. And you didn't realize that there's 100 listed and only 3 sold. So make sure you're doing that research. All right, next up, we got a Peter Millar. This is an eBay sale. Let me go over my eBay orders. This is an eBay sale. I sold 2 more items since I've been on live. Let's go. Peter Millar blazer. Sold a lot, 3 blazers this weekend. Picked this up for $10.70 at Red, White, and Blue, and this one sold for $50 plus shipping. Nice little sale right there. Peter Millar blazers. This is an older label, Peter Millar too, and it's still sold for good money. So always be on the lookout for these blazers. Look at you listing hard goods. I know. I actually looked in the hard goods section. It's just crazy because I normally just pass right by it. Do this full time. Any advice for someone starting new? Yes, I do this full time. I started out as a side hustle. I built it into basically a business that made more. I made more reselling than I did working at the post office. So that's when I knew it was time to take the leap. And someone starting new, you should sell items in your house first, and then go take that money and then start investing it in thrift stores and retail store purchases. But I would start selling items in your house first, because everybody has like $1,000 worth of stuff that they don't use just sitting around their house that they can sell and make some money. And then once you make your first couple sales, you're going to be addicted. So how do you discount Day in Ross? What do you mean? Discount? I don't really shop at Ross, to be honest. Every time I go to Ross, people always say they find good stuff at Ross. I never find anything good at Ross. So, yeah, I don't really go to Ross at all. Paid $2 for a pair of vintage Wrangler corduroy pants. Sold for $78. Wrangler? Holy cow. Wow, those must have been super vintage. I've been watching your old videos since that's where I'm at in the journey. Just watching the process. I know good brands pick up. Can change. Yeah, brands always change. I know good brands to pick up, change over time. Yeah. Brands always change. So if you watch anybody's older videos on YouTube or Facebook or anything like that, make sure you're still doing your research on those, because just because they say they sell, they might have said they sold a year ago, and then you go pick them up and you get mad because they don't sell. It's because they're not currently selling, because those will change over time. Next up, another blazer. This is a Ralph Lauren corduroy blazer. Paid $4.01 for this at a thrift store. I think it was $3.50 or something like that. $3.75 is what I paid for it plus tax, and then it sold for 40 buckaroos. 40 buckaroos, and it sold really fast. I think this sold in less than a week, I want to say. And it sold to a repeat buyer too, which is pretty cool. This is going to go priority mail. Priority mail. Always look out for these corduroy Ralph Lauren blazers, especially during the winter time. These always sell really well in winter time. I'm assuming that's why this one sold, because this person's prepping for the winter. But people like still wearing their blazers, but they like to be a little bit warmer. And the corduroy blazers typically do that. And you can find them pretty cheap too. Thrift stores usually have these pretty cheap. That's why I got that one for $4. And it's going to ship out for $9.32. Buyer paid $14.50 for shipping, so I'm making a little extra change on shipping too. All right. Next up, we got a, let's see, let's grab this one. These are Marine Layer, brand new Tag Marine Layer pants. I picked these up at TJ Maxx or Marshall's, one of them, for $22. I got like, I think 4 or 5 pairs of these. I've already sold 2. I believe this is my 3rd one that sold. This one sold for $55 plus shipping. Nice little TJ Maxx retail arbitrage flip. And these are just going to go right into a gyro pack and ship out just like that, easy peasy. Shipping for 2 pounds. What do you use for listing, selling, packaging, and shipping labels? Desktop, laptop, or cell phone? I use cell phone for photoing. Everything else gets done on the computer. So my listings get done on a computer or a laptop. We have 2. We have mom's using a laptop right now. I'm using a desktop. And then the only other thing we do is photos on the phone. Super easy. And she uses a, I have a second iPhone, the one I previously had before this, that's hooked up to the same cloud account. So as she's taking photos, they're actually getting dropped on the phone that I'm doing my live on Instagram on right now. So I can list from any phone because it's automatically dropped in. So if you're not using like a camera setup where you're using the same like cards and you're uploading them in, I highly suggest getting a phone or multiple phones that are on the same iCloud account. So that way you can do that. Next up, we got a Peter Millar. This is a sleeveless vest. It's brand new at Tags. I picked this up online arbitrage for $32.08. This one sold for 65 buckaroos, 65 bucks. Good sale right there. I have a bunch of these listed. I actually picked these up at the end of winter last season. I held on to them, and then we just started listing these about a month ago, and now they're starting to move, which is good. I actually have a bunch of winter retail arbitrage sitting in my storage unit right now that I gotta go get to within the next couple weeks because it's almost time for them to start selling. Do you weigh the items while you do listing? No, I usually just guesstimate how much each item will weigh. But when you're first starting out, I highly suggest weighing each item. That way you get perfect measurements, perfect weight, sorry, not measurements. What inventory bags do you use? Where do you order them? Deidre, if you go to my pin post on Facebook, I have my link tree linked to my pin post, and go under the products we use on a daily basis section, and that will have all of our clear bags, all the products we use. And then there's also a link there for gyro packs. If you need some poly bags, the blue ones that I'm using, I have a discount code with gyro pack, and it's actually, you get them cheaper than you can buy them on Amazon when you use my code. Use a regular printer? No, I use a Dymo 4XL. It's a label printer. But you can use, if you first start, I would highly suggest not paying for a special printer. Just use the printer that you have at your house if you just have a regular one. Next up, Suit Supply. This is just a basic Suit Supply shirt. Picked this up for $5.34, and this one sold for $22.99 plus ship. These used to sell really fast. They've actually taken this one took like, this has been listed for a while. This one took about 2 months to sell for that price. So I'm probably not going to be picking up too many Suit Supply shirts unless they're bigger sizes. This one's a smaller size too. Bigger sizes sell faster than smaller, so I'm probably going to start passing on those. All right, this one's shipping out for 10 ounces, $5.32. Only a few more sales left, and then we are going to head off. So if you have any last minute questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. I got 3 more to ship and 4 more to ship. One of them I'm not going to ship on live because it's a train. I guess I'll go over that one really quick. This is just a it's called a blower train car is what it's called. That's what it looks like. It's kind of a weird looking car. I had to Google image search it to figure out exactly what car it was. Paid $3.25 for this in a bulk buy. This one sold for $19.99. I'm going to ship that after the live. Next clothing sale. This is a Pendleton. It's a Shetland wool sweater. Picked this up for $13.36. This was actually listed for a while, so I took a best offer of $35 on this. I probably could have held on to it. It probably would have went for more in the winter season. But I just wanted to get it moved because it's been sitting for a while. So I probably shouldn't have listed over the summer. Pendleton usually sells really, really well in the winter time. Skincare routine? Don't have one. I use all Kayla's products. That's what I do. I take a shower with Kayla's shampoo. So you'll have to ask Kayla for her products. All right, that one's gonna ship for 2 pounds. It's going to ship for $6.09. It's going to Tallahassee. Someone in Tallahassee is cold. which is weird because it's probably super hot in Tallahassee right now. All right, next sale is a, let's do the boots first. Next sale is a pair of Belleville, I think it's Belleville maybe is how you pronounce it, boots. I picked these up actually at a Goodwill, which is surprising because I normally don't find good boots at a Goodwill. This is what they look like. No, this was from Red, White, and Blue. Never mind. Picked these up at Red, White, and Blue for $16.02, and these sold for $59.99 plus shipping. Good sale right there. These are just going to go into a shoebox, Party Mail shoebox, just like this. I'm going to close it up and ship it out. These fit perfect, so I don't need any like packaging or anything like that. These fit right in there, nice and smooth. When is the new Autopilot features being launched? That I don't know. I know they're coming soon though. She actually didn't message me all last week, so I'm not sure when that's coming. How do you keep track of everything for taxes? I'm just starting on Poshmark. I use a spreadsheet. It's Jason Hayes spreadsheet. It's linked in my link tree. That's the spreadsheet I use to keep track of everything. Damn, these are actually super heavy. I put these at 3 pounds and they're actually 5 pounds. That's okay. I didn't lose that much on shipping. This is going to I've been selling a lot to military bases lately. This one's going to a military base too. Weird. Bears win, Bears win. I know. You guys got so freaking lucky. If you guys are happy about your quarterback, we gave you that game. Scott, we gave you that game. Your defense literally was handed the ball multiple times. So you're welcome for that. You're welcome for that easy win. You're not going to have many more of those the rest of the season. I'll tell you that right now. They probably need a sweater 1 or 2 days. I know. That's weird that they wanted that sweater. All right, that one shipped. And last sale is a really good one. This one actually sold last night. It sold right after I listed it. This is an LL Bean chore jacket. This is what it looks like. Right there, men's medium chore jacket, has that plaid liner on the inside. Super, super nice piece. Unfortunately, it's too big to put in a bag, so I'm just going to slide this right into a box. Picked this up for $8 locally in a bulk buy, and that one sold for $59.99 plus shipping. Easy, easy sale right there. Easy money. And this is just going to go right into a Priority Mail box. Slide right in, ship it out. I listed this last night and it sold, I think within like 20 minutes of me listing, this thing sold so fast. So I will definitely take that sale. Did I list it a little bit low? Probably. It's probably why it sold so fast, but it's not that time of year for jackets to sell, so that's why I listed a little bit lower. Good job. All right, if you guys have any last minute questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. A little quick shipping live from this weekend. Usually you are on live for a little bit longer, but this one was a little bit of a quicker live. We do have a Whatnot show this weekend. It's going to be Saturday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's probably going to be a bigger show because we just got the rewards program, so be on the lookout for that live. That'll be fun. I'll probably announce more of what we're going to have in that live. I think we're going to make it like a really, really good live. Lots of goodies in that Whatnot show. And then I'm going to edit a YouTube video today. Hopefully it'll be out tomorrow. If not, it'll be out Wednesday afternoon. So yeah, that's it. I appreciate you guys hanging out, and I will probably be live tomorrow morning shipping out orders too. So I'll see you guys then. Peace.